Hello! This is Y'all Weasel.
And Mallow, let's fail at
King's Quest 6. So, I am, the walkthrough person. I have the thought. So, Cassima currently doesn't know who sent her the note. And the question is, can we prove who we are?
I'd like to trade this magic map back for my family ring, please.
As you wish, Princess.
And it will let us do that.
We've had enough adventuring for now, eh?
Oh,
Thank you, merchant.
I will see about that. But, I do need this ring to prove who I am for some reason.
So I guess we just give it to the bird?
Yes. This is, it's slightly too
Right.
walkthrough-y for me to just tell you that, but at the same time, we were never going to figure that out, and also the bird isn't here. So, great.
Well, that's frustrating as all get out.
Alexander doesn't see a reason to put that in the tree's hop.
If you walk...
Is the bird just not here sometimes?
Yeah, I was about to say, if you just walk off screen and walk back in, will it reappear? You've chosen the, unfortunately, longest walk off screen. So when you get the ring, the bird just pieces out. That's what we've learned. It might still be possible that we done gone broke the game. That we done gone goofed.
You would think...
I mean, by King's Quest 6, this should be a fixable scenario.
Yeah.
What if you just give the ring to the place where the bird should be?
Alexander doesn't want to disturb the old tree.
You sure about that?
There's no reason to use that on the rock.
Oh, please hold.
Hey, Prince Alexander.
What?
He's back.
What?
I was just gonna check whether it's consistent about yes ring, no bird, but instead, we seem to have rewound the entire game by doing this. Well, that's not wise. Why would you do that right now?
Alexander decides to offer the old man some peppermint leaves.
Can I offer you some peppermint, sir?
Well, that was definitely wrong.
Yeah, that was... That was a terrible idea. Why would you do that?
The mint dish is empty.
I mean, you can probably go fetch more mint, so it's not the end of the world. But now,
Yeah,
I'm curious, if you
gonna
go back
reload.
out, will the nightingale be back? It's just is there some random, unrelated event that will cause the nightingale to reappear? To which the answer is no! Please hold again! Yep, this is what this game is now. Shall we, start the entire game over again?
There's no need to go around large rocks.
Time for fast motion! Zzz.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sure we didn't do this before,
I'm sorry to
I agree.
insist.
and it is apparently important.
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, a Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died.
So they offed themselves.
I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming.
He said that so angrily.
Yep.
Poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is JOLLO. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited.
Every birth needs a clown.
I mean, she was such a charming little thing. Smart as a whip. Kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message.
It's like the whole game broke and let us do things out of order.
Must hurry back to the castle.
I do want to check something, though.
Shop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me.
I mean, we certainly couldn't find JOLLO again.
How do you know? Are you sure that if I have the ring?
Oh. That's
I
an
have to test
excellent
that.
point. That's an excellent point. You can see how happy Mallow is with the status of this particular adventure.
Testing again.
This is not the beginning of the...
All right. Restore.
The sea beckons.
Yep.
Fast motion, though.
Yeah.
Zzz. Why, look who isn't here!
What can I do for you?
I'm going to murder something.
A stone fireplace gives the book
I just noticed it has a creepy face in it, like all
I
of
know,
this
that's why I
stone
clicked there.
fireplaces. Yep, I think we have to continue with the restarting of the game. Yep. Whee! And now the ferryman is out. What? What?
And now he went down. What?
Everything happens differently in this game if you do exactly the right sequence of events.
How did we manage to get as far as we did with a completely broken game?
King's Quest!
Alexander feels his pockets carefully.
Oh, it's the most boring book ever.
Alexander opens the bar.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree.
Do I have to read it specifically to him?
Incredibly.
I guess I have to read it specifically to him.
Having trouble sleeping?
Doo-doo-doo!
Perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Let's not skip this.
I didn't
since-
mean to.
Yeah.
Dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over...
He doesn't know how to pronounce albeit.
Indeed. I mean...
yields a gilded...
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Okay, it's the rest of the... Oh. Wasn't something incomplete? Wasn't the poem incomplete?
Blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand.
Oh, you lost it.
Remembers what it said well enough.
Well, that was a fun little romp. Let's continue on our rest of the
Next
video game
time.
romp. No, nowhere near
This
that.
time.
Yes. So, we reloaded the game that we had been playing the whole time because I got to the point in the walkthrough where we do this thing. Bearing in mind, once again, that only I... No... Bearing in mind, once again, that only I see the walkthrough, hence why Mallow doesn't know what thing we're about to do.
How fare you, good merchant?
I cannot come.
Well, now I do.
You want your ring. You have a pearl.
Large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
Ransom seems like an unfair word to use, given that he, traded it in good faith.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course.
I never actually sell anything in this shop. The best I ever do is trade junk for other junk. Now the question is, will the bird still be there? I suspect that getting rid of the map, reverted half the game and caused it to
Well, I don't think it reverted it, but I think not having the map means no bird.
Yeah, no map, no bird. It made it behave as if we were earlier in the game than we actually were. Hey, look, it's a bird! So it actually does that to prevent you from giving this to the bird when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the poem, in the chance that the receiver might be Cassima.
But it's probably JOLLO who is now in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
The nightingale swoops down, grabs the ring, and takes it towards the castle.
Well, say goodbye to your ring.
Please tell me I wasn't supposed to see a cutscene there.
I mean, you were supposed to see a cutscene at the combination of those two events. I feel like JOLLO might yet have been important.
Do you think we should go back to the one that we're playing through now and just get caught back up again?
I think we should reload from 10 seconds ago and see if when you have the ring and the map, JOLLO will appear and it'll give you another chance to do that.
Oh, yeah. You are right about that. About that as a possibility.
And if not, then yes, we probably need to go back, because it is not giving us the cutscenes that we need to make progress in
And the bird is supposed to give me something, right? That it never gave me. That's how I feel.
Fast motion.
Opens the rare book and looks
Points. Come on.
Yeah, it was points, therefore it was important to actually read the book.
The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. Riddle, he wonders. More importantly, what was the answer?
We know the answer.
Love is the answer.
Love is always the answer.
But maybe we're going to find the rest of the page somewhere else.
Right,
sometime.
yeah. So this gives us the context to know it's a riddle.
Yeah. So somebody's going to ask us a riddle, and the answer is going to be love, basically.
Right. The scrap of paper told us that it was that the answer was love, and then at some point we'll have the rest.
Prince Alex, how I fare is close to boiling. Have you seen the wedding proclamations around the village? I've heard rumors of the wedding, of course, but I didn't want to believe it, and I never thought it would be so soon.
Cassima. Married. Oh, it is an unpleasant thing to swallow, friend. If only
you know what I mean?
knew Cassima wished
Yeah.
it. Tell me about the Wazir, JOLLO.
The Wazir? Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul al-Hazred. He came to the kingdom 15 years ago. The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding ideas. It didn't take long for Al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government. You see, Caliph had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with. Al-Hazred became Wazir.
And now?
Well, he's had his eye on Cassima ever since she was a young girl. And she is the only thing between him and the throne.
Do you think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever his plans for the princess, he will use her to his best advantage. That's his way.
Perhaps he has charmed her. Perhaps she cares for him now.
The Wazir is capable of anything. And Cassima must be vulnerable and lonely right now. Still, she has always instinctively distrusted him. Cassima has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love.
I've forgotten how to move my lips while I talk.
May we both fare well.
Yeah, it's definitely critical to talk to JOLLO, and yet the game lets you go very far without doing it.
Yep.
Let's just ring first, because that's what the guide
That's the
seems
order
to
that
want
it
you
wants.
to do.
Okay.
And it lets you give it to them without it working. Like, what the...
Yep.
This freaking game.
The nightingale that JOLLO spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cassima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cassima to his presence on the Isles.
See all of that dialogue we missed because this game just, like, lets you do things?
Yep.
The thing is, like, King's Quest V was less like that than King's Quest IV, which was in turn less like that than
Sing, sing. What have you got in your mouth, my pretty?
Boy, she's beautiful.
I mean, she's something.
Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul. He must be here. Sing, sing. I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he real?
That kind of sounds like a racist name, like faux Asian.
Right. I'm gonna go with it's just sing as in singing.
Yeah.
This ribbon, sing, sing. If you know where he is, return.
What ribbon?
Please.
The one.
Where did that come from? What?
So dangerous.
It came from her breast. What's it called? The thing between the breasts.
I'm gonna let you figure it out.
The crevice. No, the.
You're close. You got the first
I know.
letter right.
I know I do.
If there was
Cleavage.
there you go. I was just about to say, like, if there was a similar crack in the earth.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cassima herself?
No, probably not. Let's figure that out next time.
Next time.
Until then,
that's how I
thanks
feel
for
too.
Watching. If you liked the video in which we restarted this freaking game, do leave a like below. Cheers from Y'all Weasel.
Have some kind of day.